Hey everyone, it's Monday morning, July 7th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella. Since it's Monday, that means it's time to dive into the big market movers for the week ahead. It's going to be a busy one, so let's get straight to it. Before we begin, a quick note. Today's episode is sponsored by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. For tailored investment solutions and top-quality mutual funds, visit amf-capital.de. First up, the big deadline. Wednesday marks the end of the 90-day pause on those so-called Liberation Day tariffs. The U.S. has been trying to hammer out trade deals with a bunch of countries before that deadline. Deals have already been signed with the U.K. and Vietnam, but a number of countries are still in limbo. Trump said he's done negotiating with Canada, and now we're all waiting to see whether he follows through on reimposing tariffs or kicks the can down the road again. We did, however, hear some news yesterday that he might be delaying the tariff pause until August 1st. Markets ended last week on a high note, literally. Both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq closed at new all-time highs, and the Dow wasn't far behind. And right before the weekend, President Trump signed a massive taxation and spending bill into law. It's still unclear how markets will digest the long-term effects of that, but for now, sentiment remains positive. Now, turning to the Fed, on Wednesday, we'll get the minutes from their June meeting. That's going to give investors a deeper look into how officials are thinking about the economy and inflation. It's been a waiting game with rate policy lately, so any new insight from the minutes could shift expectations. Also on the calendar, consumer credit numbers and weekly jobless claims. These might not be flashy, but they're super important for understanding the real-time health of the U.S. consumer and the labor market. Speaking of consumers, Tuesday kicks off Amazon's annual Prime Day sale, and this year it's a 4-day event instead of just 2. After last year's record-breaking sales, Amazon is clearly betting big. It's a huge litmus test for consumer demand and discretionary spending in this environment. On the corporate earnings front, we're still in the ramp-up phase before the full earnings season begins next week. But we do have some names to watch. Delta Airlines reports on Thursday, after seeing stronger passenger revenue last quarter. Investors will be looking for signs of continued travel demand. Conagra Brands also reports Thursday, and after a weak last quarter due to supply issues, the pressure is on. Same goes for Levi Strauss, which is still working through the impact of tariffs on its bottom line. So, yeah, this week blends trade policy drama, central bank clues, consumer spending trends, and early earnings reads. It's the kind of mix that can move markets fast, so stay alert.